It's Sunday, June 27th here at the West End Gun Club, here to get set up for the NRL22 match. This is the June 2021 Course of Fire. It's almost before 6 o'clock here, and I got here a little bit after 5:30, and it was already bright out. The peak of summer, sun rises early, sun sets late, so it's probably the only benefit of summer for me is that you can get to the range early and do some shooting. As opposed to the wintertime when it's just, you have to wait till around 7:30 just for the sun to come up. But anyway, I was opening up the container this morning, and I was wondering why there was some buzzing when I was opening that center lock. And I was like, what is that sound? And then a wasp started coming out, and so there's a bunch of wasps in there. I don't know if you can see that, but there is a wasp nest. And I knocked one out of here after they moved this container in here, and I guess they just seem to like this spot. So I'm gonna have to figure this out. I don't have any like wasp spray here, so we'll just try to avoid that until later today after the match, and I'll try to admin that. Anyway, let's go ahead and get set up and get all the targetry out there before people arrive, so there's no delay getting the match started. Fortunately, the paint held up on the ground these past few weeks. If you don't understand what I was referring to, I just, after I set up or do my run-throughs of the Course of Fire before the match, I'll paint the area where the targets are going to be. So it makes my job easier come match morning. You can see the pink out there. That makes it easier for me to just drop the targets and go. So it only takes me about 15 minutes to get all the targets out here, walk them all around and drop them off. So as opposed to on match day, match morning or whatever, having to go figure out, oh yeah, is this the correct spot, and then laze it and make sure that's the correct distance and whatever. So makes things faster on match morning, so it's less stress, I guess. Already set up with all the targets and props and everything. People are already showing up because they opened the gates early. The range officer opened the gate early because he got here early, and usually they don't open the gates for non-members until around 7:30ish or so, but I guess they got an early start this morning, so they let people in. Anyway, I'm just gonna go ahead and set up for myself. I gotta get all my gear out and get my administrative crap set up. Kind of wanted to bring up one point, or somebody made a comment on a video a couple weeks back, and they said, oh yeah, really, found it very boring, like all the stuff I do, like when I record or show footage of me setting up for matches or whatever. It's like, well, whatever. You can fast forward. YouTube, you can scroll through. So, but I am documenting what's going on. That's why I call it a range vlog, because we're sort of, sorry, it's bugs, documenting the what's happening on the range. So if part of me that day is setting up for the match, I'm going to set up for the match and go in the container, pull targets or whatever. And if you find some of these videos boring, my best response is go to the range instead of watching YouTube. The range is much more interesting. Anyway. I'm gonna get started getting all my gear set up, and then start checking people in, and drink some water because it's already pretty warm. It's supposed to be 99 today, about 100 degrees. So I told people to make sure to drink water to stay hydrated because I don't want any health-related medical issues while we're here at the range. Even though we're gonna try to finish up before noon, you still got to stay hydrated. You never know, that heat can creep up on you here in SoCal. Now, general safety policies, gun rules. The most important item is safety. Every single person on the range is a safety officer and should quickly and politely correct any breach in range or match safety rules. Each person should gracefully comply with all range safety enforcement. 4 rules of gun safety: treat every firearm as overloaded, keep all firearms pointed in a safe direction or your muzzle awareness, Keep the finger off the trigger until you're ready to shoot. And number 4 is be certain of your target, target's background, foreground, and surrounding areas. Shooter, you understand the course fire?
Yes.
Shooter ready?
Yes.
Spotter ready?
Yes.
Stand by.
Impact. 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 Impact.
That was 10. So I didn't hear that. Did he miss one?
Yes.
Okay. Good shooting, Dixon.
Shooter ready.
Ready.
Stand by.
That's still going to be a problem. I can't shoot like that.
Impact. 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 Impact.
6. Shooter ready.
Yes.
Stand by.
Impact. 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 Impact.
So we got a problem here. The KYL leg is blocking that bottom target.
Impact.
We may have to move it after this.
Impact. Impact.
You notice the optic.
Impact.
He spent more for the optic than he did for the rifle. The rule of thumb is twice the optic is twice the cost of the rifle.
Impact.
Unfortunately, I don't. do half the cost.
Impact.
Good job.
We're gonna call ceasefire because I gotta move that because you can't barely see that
Yeah,
target
I saw
with
that.
the leg. The leg is blocking it.
You're shooting it.
Shooter, understand the course of fire.
Yes, I do.
Spotter ready.
Ready.
Shooter ready. Stand by.
Impact. 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 Impact.
That makes one of us.
Impact.
William, you're up next.
Impact.
I'll keep it over here.
Impact.
Oh, you take the back Did you set it on your bag?
Nah, I'm good. Get it out of the way. Just in case. I think I'll last this time.
How he's holding the barrel.
Impact.
Yeah.
That's an idea. See how he's holding it?
Is that?
Strap, pick up, John.
Ready.
Shooter ready.
Ready.
Stand by.
Heads. Heads near. And I probably should put a mag in.
That's helpful.
And my ears are out.
That thing right there will cost as much as your rifle.
You want to redo the stage?
Oh, I've looked.
Impact. Impact.
And it fell forward. Heads.
Impact.
Alright, you ready?
Impact.
Tails.
Well, I got the Vicker company
Far.
cheap press, so. Was it easy to
Impact.
I want to say I was done in 5 minutes.
Impact.
Two screws.
Heads.
Yeah, outside. Put this on without the spacers.
Impact.
It gives you the drill.
Impact.
Screw bit. Boom, boom. I go real light with the screw.
What is that? Heads.
I have one
Near.
spacer that you
Impact.
can buy more.
Missing one round.
And I bought some length of bolt spacers. I just haven't, because they're real big.
Impact.
I gotta cut them down.
Woohoo! Despite all those little hiccups.
Spotter ready?
Ready.
Stand by. Oh, great. Tails. Tails.
I think I do. Wait,
Impact. Impact.
Heads.
Impact. Impact.
Heads.
Impact. Impact.
Tails.
Impact. Impact.
Oh, you. Heads. Heads.
Impact.
So 5 on up, we got Ethan Carroll. You were second base with 331. Pat Mankey was 4th overall out of everybody. You were first base at 340, so only 9 points difference. So you guys can fight over that and who should have made less mistakes, I guess. Third overall was Aaron Gifford, open, third open with 362, 24, kind of bonus points here. Second place is Dixon Lopez, second overall open, 430. And then myself, top score overall and open, 432.90. So so it's only 2 points, 2.9. If you didn't time out on that stage, you got those 2 hits, you would have beat me. If 1 hit, you would have beat me. So
Good job. Good job.
it's right at 12 o'clock. We finished around 11, actually, just before 11 o'clock. But I've been just taking care of some administrative stuff, getting targets set up for the next go round because the July course of fire was already published before today. So I went ahead and when I packed in the targets, I put all the targets in a situation so that when I come to do a run through later on, maybe next week, that they're ready to go. So just less work later, right? But I do want to get out of here. I'm definitely getting out of here now, packed up. It's 105, according to the Kestrel, it's 105 degrees. And I'm beat. Like it's in the shade, we're good, but I mean, if you're out in the sun, it beats you down. Like just getting all the targets squared away was enough to wear me down more than the actual shooting aspect. So it's just, we drank a lot of water, ran through it very quickly. But I made recommendations to everyone who was match participant beforehand. Like last night, I told them, hey, you know what? We're in the shade, but tomorrow's gonna be hot. Bring a lot of water. So people were hydrated. So we had no real medical issues from the heat. So that's good. Anyway, that's it for today. It was a good match. I shot the top score again. It was like 432 and change. But one person, Dixon Lopez, he shot a 430, but he could easily beat me had he timed out on the stage, the bonus point stage. He had 8 shots, 8 hits in a row, but 2 shots saved because he let himself time out. And I was watching him shoot, and I didn't think it was taking that long, but I guess he was just a little bit slow from position to position because that's the barrel stage where you shoot on each side of the barrel for 8 shots and you shoot on top of the barrel. So he didn't get his 2 shots on the barrel within time. But had he gotten at least one of those hits, he would have, because he only lost to me by 2 points and change, he would have got 10 points off a steal hit. And that would enough to win the match. So I mean, it's always these little things, right? So even if you make a mistake somewhere, just try to minimize your mistakes going on. Just shoot the best you can, fundamentals, and let the scores land where they may. And maybe next time I'll lose. I mean, it's just all the way things lay out, right? Today was also windy. We had a nice 10-mile-an-hour wind, which is the only thing keeping us cool in the shade. But it did affect us. I dropped a few rounds because of wind. I was holding over, and then I held over when I shouldn't have, and so I lost a couple points, but not many. I think I had 2 clean stages today. I think 2 clean stages, 1 9-point stage, and a couple 8s. I'd have to look back at the scores. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and get out of here now. I got to drop off my paperwork still with the range officers, all my waivers, and my all the receipts for the money received for the match, and that'll be it. Hopefully everyone got some, I don't know, some entertainment out of this. Granted, this is the last Sunday of the month, so I don't think anyone else out there is shooting the NRL22 course of fire for June. Everyone's probably going to shoot in July next week. So, but I'm probably going to do a run through of the July course of fire maybe this week because I have a day off. If not this week, then next week. Anyway, that's it for today, June 27th, Sunday here at the West End Gun Club. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next vlog.